What's going on, boys? My name is Sid and welcome back to a video. And this video begins with a question. What is your best New York run and what car did you do it in? Was it in the Chiron? Maybe it was a 25-minute in the Chiron. Maybe it was a 27-minute in the P1. Maybe a 30-minute in the Nissan hypercar. What is your best New York run and what car was that New York run in? I'll give you time to comment it down below. I'll give you time. What hypercar did you get your best New York run in? Great. Now you've commented what your best New York run was in. What if I told you every single person who replied with or commented a time less than 26 minutes 37. Your New York run was in fact slower than a New York run in the brand new street Lamborghini Countach. I got one of the sweatier players. This is the person who got the second in the world. The second in the world New York run. I contracted, essentially, a player to play New York in the street Countach. And this might just blow your mind with just how sweaty and broken this car is. What's going on, boys? My name is Sid. Subscribe with notifications on. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers at before January 1st. This is Kiwi playing, his link will be in the description, playing New York with the street Lamborghini Countach. We begin, and already about 30 seconds in, here's the thing. A lot of it is gonna be pretty slow, because he's in a street car. So straight away, off the bat, a lot of it's gonna be slow. And it is in the open world. And, okay, I've talked about it before, right? The graphics. What these graphics are is an exploit. It's an exploit that is on some graphics cards. It just tanks the graphics. And what it means is stuff like this. Once he gets this checkpoint, he can then now go. It'll get rid of all... Oh, well, no, the checkpoint's after here. It'll get rid of all leaves, bushes. Rocks will be so much more obvious. And you can see he can use the Lamborghini Countach with zero off-road slowdown. And with this, of course, more FPS as well, because the game's rendering less, and more FPS in the crew does mean faster car. I've proved that in my graphics comparisons videos. But this is a real show. What this will show is just how broken the Lamborghini Countach is. He's hit traffic. This man has hit traffic on his run and is still going to break 27 minutes in a street car. And it's all because simply the handling. Could you imagine if they did this, if they had this same bug, but on the hypercar version? Now that would be, now that would be like a 22-minute New York. The big things come up when, well, here's the thing, right? This isn't only the best because of its no off-road slowdown. That's not the main reason why it's the best. That's one of the, okay, no, maybe right now it is, right? Obviously, is he gonna make this clean? Sweet. This is one of the biggest reasons why this thing is the best. But here's the thing. This car is genuinely, no question, unironically, better than every other street car in the game. This is, unless when they patch its off-road slowdown, they also nerf the car, which they're gonna patch the off-road slowdown, right? Let me know what you think about this whole bug. I've seen some talk of people saying that it should stay with the zero off-road slowdown. I feel like that's a bit of a dumb take. Could he not have cut that? Because no off-road slowdown, really? Obviously, he would have had to have avoided trees, though, I guess, and whatever. Maybe it's quicker to go on the road. But what do you think? I'll read some stream comments as well of the opinions in stream comments. But what do you boys think of the off-road slowdown bug? Because I've genuinely seen opinions of people saying that it should stay in the game. When this car can do 420 miles an hour off-road. Sorry, kilometers an hour. 420 kilometers an hour off-road. That's a clear bug. My issue isn't with it being overpowered, right? My issue isn't, oh my god, it's overpowered, this is sad, right? My issue is with the bug, because it's a clear bug. If the bug is patched, and this is still the best car in Street, I would have no issue, right? And also, I don't really have an issue. I'm having fun. Obviously, it should be patched. But should it be patched? That's my question. To be honest, it's overpowered. It's a bug. Needs to go. Yeah. Gonna be crazy in escapes? It has been. I mean, they can nerf it a bit, but not slow it down to... I mean, I suppose, right? But it should have at least normal... Oh! A bit of a spin out there, almost, but he saved it. And again, with 0 off-road slowdown, he can do this happily. But that's the thing, right, is that, what if they overshoot the patch? What if they overshoot the patch and make this thing... So say Ivory Tower decides, you know what, we're not gonna nerf its handling, we're not gonna nerf its speed. Because the thing is just nutty. The thing is broken regardless. 5 minutes in checkup, and this guy is probably, what, very high percentage into this. But, obviously, this is a clear off-road shortcut. Look at it. 390 kilometers an hour. 400 kilometers an hour off-road. No slowdown, no nothing. Checkpoint to checkpoint. But obviously, the graphics are a big help, right? But... I forgot what I was talking about before that, chat. PS4 graphics? Yeah. Of course, like I said, the exploit is completely a different bit of the question. Yeah, but patching it, right? What happens if they overshoot the patch? What if they say, you know what, we're gonna leave it being overpowered, we're gonna leave it being the best car in Street, but while they're getting rid of the, well, actually giving it off-road slowdown, what if they completely overshoot? Oh, that was clean. What if they completely overshoot and it now, you know, just, it's worthless because any kind of slight off-road cut slows you down to 20 miles an hour. That's probably the worst case scenario. And here's the thing, right? Even worse than overshoot. Even worse than overshoot, which is a bit scary, sure. The worst thing is leaderboards. What? Oh, they will have to remove all Countach runs or reset every single leaderboard. What is this? This is, I got a very sweaty player, the second in the world in New York, and I said, you know what? See how fast of a New York, obviously in the open world, because it's street, how fast of a run you could get. And this man got a 27-minute, faster than thousands of people's hypercar New York runs in a streetcar. Kiwi. Kiwi, his link will be in the description. We're getting close to the bits that are really gonna matter, right? They should nerf it fully. Oh, should this thing remain meta? That's the question. Is the Lamborghini Countach a car from the 1980s? Should it remain? Do they full nerf? Is the biggest question. Do they go ahead and fully nerf the car? Like, make it not overpowered as it is? Because that's a big question as well, right? Do they just patch off-road slowdown, or do they actually bring it down to earth? Because it's insane how this thing is now the best car in street. Like, I don't understand what? I like being overpowered, but that's just me. I'm fine with it being overpowered, right? Some car has to be. If it's not this, it's the Gallardo. And the Gallardo is still slightly up there with this thing, right? It's not the same level that this thing's overpowered, but the Gallardo is probably on par with this thing. But should this thing be this good? Some car has to be. So it's like, I don't really care if it's like, you know, this thing stays overpowered. Shouldn't be really nerfed. When I try out, kind of made the game quite enjoyable. That's a big thing, right? It's really unfortunate that a completely destroyed, broken car. Oh, overshot. Wait, okay. What happened there? Did he have too much speed? He actually had too much speed off-road. That's the state of this. Like, look at this. Just seeing speeding up off-road is lethal. Just that alone. It looks heinous to just see a car speeding up off-road. God, off-road is too OP. Yeah. Once they patch that, the biggest question is, should the car still remain the best in street? Because, by the way, I don't know if many people know this, it's still the best car in street. Like, regardless of the off-road slowdown, it is still the best car in street. Imagine they did that with the 300 plus. Could you imagine if the Chiron 300 plus, the car that goes like somewhere near 500 kilometers an hour. Oh, he missed the highway. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Okay, what happens here? 26 minutes. This was on a 26-minute run. He lost what? Like 20. I want to say closer to like 20, maybe shy of 30 seconds there. That's a 26-minute run on New York. But could you imagine the Chiron, the car that goes almost 500 kilometers an hour, if not more, I think. That car with no off-road slowdown. That would have been nuts. Yeah, 15 to 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, something around that. Plus the car that he hit at the start. If there's like one other mistake around here, right? Plus overshooting that turn. If there is one other mistake in this run, that's a minute. That's a minute that could be shaved off. What? How do you not patch this? This must have been brought up in early testing. Like, I didn't notice it in early testing, right? I don't think I used this car in early testing. But it must have been brought up, right? But hey, they're working on it now. Presumably, I would hope, right? But again, you know what I say? It brings me a little bit of joy, right? One, it's kind of funny, right? It's kind of funny that this exists. Two, it brings me a little bit of joy in the fact that hopefully, surely, please, does this mean they are working on the Crew 3? This must. If the game is this broken, it must be because they're working on the Crew 3. The 3000 GT, broken top speed. There's your last thing, by the way, there, chat. Like 5 seconds would have been gained there, at least. But surely, 3000 GT, unreasonable top speed, right? The other thing, this thing, the Chiron being so broken, they don't care about balancing cars anymore, right? I wish this game was moddable on PC. Imagine if it was. This would be every car. If you could mod the Crew on any platform, this would just be every single car. Well, you know what? Let's let it run to a point where we see some more insane zero off-road slowdown moments. Okay, whoa, he took a lot of off-road there. And again, just zero slowdown from it. In fact, the only slowdown he got was because he was taking jumps. Jumps are slowing him more than going off-road is. 300 kilometers an hour through that whole section. This game baffles me. And of course, there's a smaller cut coming up here, presumably taken with, again, absolutely no slowdown. It's still a fast-paced cut anyway, but look at that. Faster than I think any hypercar could make that, right? Wow. And again, let's remember, this is a 26-minute New York in a street car. I don't know what the average street car does, right? But this Oh. Bro, that'd be a dream to mod this game. The thing is, if this game was modded, right, there's enough there as a base that people could start adding custom maps, right? Like, straight up 100%, like, if enough people got together, if this game was big enough and moddable enough, I reckon enough people could get together and fit a decently sized Japan into this game if you could mod it. Like, am I wrong? Or you could fit, like, an American size, like, the size of the Motor Nation right now, a much bigger, a much smaller, a much bigger scale Japan, I reckon. And that would be very cool. We could get cooler cars, of course, like the Unite stuff in Need for Speed. We could get stuff like the Supra. We could get stuff like, all of that stuff, you know. I thought it was off-road. What thing? Wait, so what happens here? Where are the shortcuts? Where are the checkpoints is the question, right? Graphics mods. Oh my god, could you imagine the graphics mods? Oh, it would be amazing. Well, call out trash. My full review of Unbound is going to be out on the Stick Drift channel, and I am very critical of it. So this shit is fast. You know what? You know what, chat? If there was one tagline, if there was one line for the rest of the Lamborghini Countach, the one line to remain on its head as this is the Lamborghini Countach, it would be that comment right there. This shit is fast. Because that's exactly what this car is. We're getting into the, like 50-60% of the race now. And by the way, we're 16 minutes in and he's already 50% there, chat. That's hypercar numbers. The way the map is layered in the code would make it almost impossible. It's too scuffed due to Junior engine. Exactly right. In the dream world. In the dream world where the crew isn't this unstable and messy of a game. In the dream world that this isn't as broken of a video game, it would be nice if we were able to, yeah. Yeah. Put in like a full map replacement, right? A map replacement would be nice. But also, like, at that point, you're really hoping that people actually do anything with the game. Oh, nice, we playing Roblox? Yeah. That's just what these graphics are, you know. Do you think the Crew 3 will be set in America or in another place? Well, if the rumors are to be believed, the Crew 3... Oh my god, right, you could take so off-road. This bit is just the most off-road. If the rumors are to be believed, not the Crew 3, but like a Crew spin-off, is to be in Hawaii. Oahu Island, or as so it was. God, that is oh my god. Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh no. Oh, that is a time loss. This 100% could have been a 25-minute run. This 100% could have been a 25-minute run. There's no way. 25-minute run. Is there even a 25-minute run on PC with Hypercar? Again, the graphics are a third-party graphics card thing. It's a thing you can do with graphics cards. It tanks the graphics. And essentially what it does here is it lets them see, like, exactly where the hitboxes of trees and stuff is. Oh, terrible, terrible turn. Oh, yeah, he's got a 23-minute on PC. I guess, sorry, on PS4 is what on PlayStation. Because the PlayStation runs, well, it's basically an entirely different game, right? The FPS, the handling differences. So many cars on PlayStation to PC, chat, have completely different handling models. As in, their handling, pro settings and everything. Completely different. I like the Hypercar Countach from the front. I don't like it from the back. And this Countach, well, I guess I like this Countach regardless. He's going to be taking this shortcut as well, I assume. Yup. And just with so much speed. I mean, honestly, going in the air is slowing him down more than anything. But other than that, it's just, oh my god. And we are finally coming around to the most iconic shortcut, I would say, in the game. I would say, I think it's fair to say, this is the most iconic shortcut in the game. I mean, obviously, the actual patched one, the one that's been patched, that's a bit more iconic. But this one is what I use anytime I need a thumbnail in New York. There it is. Now, what happens here? Is he going to go fully left? No, he won't. Okay. Oh, yes, he will. I thought so, because why not at that point, right? Like, this is 10 times quicker than the other way. I'm surprised. I don't know if maybe he didn't put as much thought into it, but I wonder if there's different shortcuts you could take just simply due to the lack of off-road slowdown, right? I wonder if there's any shortcuts that he's taken differently considering the off-road slowdown or not considering the off-road slowdown, you know? Because that's a big question. This shortcut I'm terrible at, and he can see... Okay! Damn! This, like, isn't a perfect run. God damn, a player of this talent could easily get a 25-minute. Easily get a 25-minute. No shot. Ho. He's probably not on wheel. I mean, that's the question, right? If he's on wheel or not. Obviously, wheel is quicker in general, but it's like, you know, would it be quicker here? I don't really know. Again, this is a street car, so yeah, maybe. But just the idea. A street car this much better. This much better with, this much better than every hypercar. Wow. Obviously, you know what? If you're watching this video 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know when they're gonna patch it. If you're watching this video after the patch, this thing is still the best car in street, but of course, this is just how broken this thing used to be. I wonder what New York it could do without the off-road slowdown. Because still probably very quick, but I genuinely think probably closer to, I want to say, 27 minutes? 20... more than that minutes, you know? Oh, probably. It's OP in every way. Yeah. Regardless of the off-road slowdown, this is still the best car in street, right? In fact, I've had pre-uploaded, ready to be uploaded, my best in every spec guide, and I'm gonna have to scrap it now, because I need to go back in and re-edit it again, because, well, it's just not accurate anymore. Again. God, imagine that, right? The Grand Crew, the competition that I did with Ubisoft. Say they go, yeah, Lamborghini Countach in Street is what you'll use. And then it ends up being this. They really would have had to have gone, okay, no, please, no one use shortcuts. No one use shortcuts, right? Because, God, I mean, now it's essentially, now it's a wrap, right? Now it will just be, yeah, 25 minutes. 100% he could have finished this run by now. And this was like a quick run. Like, I put out the invitation, like, hey, any oh my God. This run could be so good. But, yeah, wow. I put up the invitation, like, hey, if any of you guys want to do New York in the Countach, I'll do a video on it, plus shout out, and bloody, this was like the first run. He was like, hey, would you be up if I did it? And I was like, yes, Kiwi. And he was like, I'ma go do it now. Hour later, I got this run. And yeah, leaderboards are definitely gonna have to be reset. Yeah, we are definitely gonna see a leaderboard reset. But again, like I've been asking this video, the question is, do we just see the off-road slowdown patched, or do they also patch the general speed and capabilities of this car? Because if this thing is still the best in street, and there you go, if this thing is still the best in street without the off-road slowdown bug, I have no issue, right? If it's still the best in street without the off-road slowdown bug, then it's the best in street. But if they patch, do you want them to patch that as well? I'm gonna continue to stream while maybe opening this box. Who knows what's in it? Whoa! Well, from this video, the stream would have been days ago, so I guess you know what's in it. But yes! Thank you to popular members, and a special thank you to famous members.